Hello world, my name is Silva Draconis and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. In the last episode, we ended up being dragged to a club by our friend Sayori, and we met a bunch of girls in the classic harem style, you gotta choose your favorite girl out of all these girls style of dating sim anime-esque thing. But apparently, there's gonna be disturbing things, and I can't wait to find out those, because otherwise this is just gonna be a typical dating sim. It says, okay, so I have to write a poem, and it says, pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen to whoever likes your poem the most. So I think I'm gonna try and go for Yuri, the shy girl who likes horror and good books and things like that. How is this writing a poem, just picking words? What would Yuri like? Yuri's into horror right now, so I'm gonna go with contamination. I don't know. I've written poems before. I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm trying to go for a horror vibe, like a psychological horror thing. I don't know what this is gonna do, but like, it's kind of fun amidst all these like cutie words, just like death, contamination, massacre. Ooh, suicide. Entropy. Entropy's a good one. I don't know what that word is. Unstable. I always like the word entropy. I tempted to go with suicide, but entropy is pretty cool. I think suicide goes more with the words I've been picking, though, because I've been picking, like, massacre, horror, memories, and sadness. I don't remember all the words I picked, actually. How many words do I have to pick? How is this gonna fit into a poem? Existence. I have no idea how this is gonna turn into a poem. There is nothing here that's horror. I guess electricity or loud could be. Or imagination. Let's go imagination. Let's just need 5 more words. Good lice. Good lice. I tried to say Lord and Christ at the same time and it came out lice. Defeat. Melancholy. Hopeless. Yeah. I have no idea how that's gonna turn into a poem, but I guess we will find out. I probably did the exact worst options out of everything, but Oh well, I wrote it from the heart. Every time I ever wrote a poem, it turned out dark as fuck, so I guess it's true to life. Hi again, Silva. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the I can't read. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Silva. Yeah, no problem, Yuri. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Dude, it's just a club. I think it should be fine. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. It'll be fun. Books are doors to other worlds. Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Sarah told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. Oh, that's not a crime. I don't know if you just plan to come here and hang out, or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Silva always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Silva can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri even brought something today, you know? Oh, wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy! It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. I think I changed her voice a little bit. I'm trying to make their voices a bit more distinct from each other. So, if their voices slightly change over the course of this, I apologize, but I'm trying to distinguish them. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? Huh? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Ah! I didn't want you to feel left out. Oh, what book is it? What book? So I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. Aw, that's very considerate. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... Ah, sharing books is the best. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. What book is it? What book is it? What book did she give you? Not even getting into the good stuff. I want to know what book it was. What is it, a horror? Is it an adventure? Damn it. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off the scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm very curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Aww. Aww, she wants to read a book with you. Oh, come on. That's so sweet. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. Oops, that's the wrong person. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Dude. Come on now. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I know what you meant. He picked out the book for him. He probably picked out 2 copies of the same book. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them. Yeah. You don't just happen to buy 2 copies of the same book for no freaking reason. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Dude, how dense the fuck are you? She bought it specifically for you, so you 2 could read it and discuss it together. Come on! That's actually a really nice gesture. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Sounds awesome. Is that so? What's it about, anyways? Well... spoilers, dude, come on! Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Ooh, that sounds interesting. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Ooh, I wonder if it's a horror book. Horror. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Yeah, of course. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She is targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. Oh, dude, that sounds interesting! And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of... awesome! It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yeah, it is! It sounds awesome! Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Foreshadowing! Sorry. It's just, I know this is going to turn dark, so it's just like, oh, it seems like a really nice story, and then it turned dark out of nowhere. Clever. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Silva? No, I like it. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy this kind of stories, don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. I didn't. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you relate to the protagonists, they're made out to be naive, one, for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? No, that's actually really fascinating, and that's what makes, like, good stories, is, I don't know, having them actually be people, instead of just like, oh, I'm the hero, so obviously I am right in every single way. Not again. I'm sorry. That's fine. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Yeah, same. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. No, it's fine. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's... Well, that's true. In fact... Oh, I was the wrong person. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. She's nervous. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! She just wanted to see what part you are on. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's against Yuri's and hold the book between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to the side. But holding it like this, or hold it even closer than before, it's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Aww. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Silva, That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, it's embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess, I mean, I'm more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Ah, that was lovely! Oh, we were reading together! Ah, I'm definitely picking Yuri. I don't care about anyone else. I'm picking Yuri. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. I keep getting out of the voice I gave her. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright! I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. No, I need a bookmark. I can never remember the pages of where I left off. I have to have a bookmark. By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Oh god, so does mine. How do random words make a poem? They didn't even rhyme! Oh god, what if I chose wrong? I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. What if it's really bad? What if everyone... Oh, fuck. This isn't school, damn it. It's a game. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a big wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh, Christ. Who should I show my poem to first? Oh, Christ! Yuri, although I don't know how well this is gonna go. Oh, God. Oh, God. I just fucking... Why am I nervous? This is a fucking video game about anime girls. It's fine! Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. Yeah, let's do this. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. How do you write a poem from random words? Oh, God. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. That's a good sign, right? Exceptional. Yay! Okay, cool! Awesome! Amazing! Why was that so nerve-wracking? Oh, fucking hell. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? No, it's fine! Please tell me it's good. Yuri first covers her mouth, but ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Does it? I wish I could have seen my poem before I sent it off, instead of just picking random words from a page, but that's fine. That's cool. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I've kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then form-fit the two together. All I did was pick words from a damn page. I tried to make it as cohesive as possible. I'm not... fuck. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. I always prefer free-form poetry over like sonnets and limericks and things. I was never good at fitting myself into the rules and restraints. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuke can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or to me, or to Natsuki. Probably just in general. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity to her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair. I can't read this. Is there a way I can... Oh, fuck. No, come back. Okay, I guess I'll just do my best. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing the air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That was actually really nice. Oh, that is really nice. I like that. I really like that. Then again, I like most poems in general, but I really like that one. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. No, it wasn't that bad. My handwriting is way worse, believe me. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. He's not an experienced reader. It takes them a while. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Well, your handwriting wasn't bad. It was just in cursive. Yeah? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. I did. I really liked it. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, this story isn't about being a ghost at all, Silva. Yeah, I know that, but... It's... Really? This is interesting. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. Well, I read it! God damn it. But remember, poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of this poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, yeah. lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. That's exactly what I got from it! And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Yeah, it is, and that's why I really liked it. That was actually a really good poem. I liked it. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so I wish I could have read my poem. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Silva. Me too. Oh, that was lovely. I really liked her poem. Alright, but that is going to do it for this episode. In the next episode, we will be showing off our poem to, I don't know who next. Maybe Sayori. Or Natsuki. I think I'm going to save Monica for last. But, yay! Yuri liked our poem! Achievement unlocked! I don't care if anyone else doesn't like it, Yuri liked it. I really wish I could have read our poem, though. I'm really curious about how that all actually made a poem, just picking words. But, alright. Sure. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. If you got any tips or tricks or anything you want to see me do, comments down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!